Welcome to the all-knowing Grim, a descent into madness wrapped in the guise of dark humor. Here, laughter echoes through the void, twisted and frayed at the edges, as Grim unveils tales of the macabre, the absurd, and the downright unsettling. No shadow is too deep, no subject too untouchable. From the horrors of the human psyche to the grotesqueries of the real world, nothing is safe. Not even you. Each episode, ranging from a fleeting minute to a lingering 5, will drag you further into the abyss, where satire bites and reality rots. This is not just a show, it's an omen. And once you've entered Grim's domain, there's no guarantee you will leave unscathed. Sit back, watch, laugh, if you dare. They say if you stand still long enough in the Stull Cemetery, you will hear more than just the wind whispering through the gravestones. You will hear the soft, rhythmic tick-tick of time folding in on itself, and if you are very unlucky, you will hear the chapel door creak open behind you, though no chapel has stood there for decades. The legend of Stull, Kansas isn't your typical ghost story, no. This one's older, darker, and stitched into the land like a scar that refuses to fade. According to local lore, Stull Cemetery is one of the 7 known gateways to hell, and perhaps the most active. Not merely a resting place for the dead, it is said to be a place where the veil between worlds is paper thin, so thin, in fact, that the devil himself is said to rise through it twice a year, once on Halloween, and once on the spring equinox. No one knows why those days, exactly. Some say Halloween marks the harvest of souls, and the spring equinox, when night and day are perfectly balanced, is when he walks the earth in search of imbalance to feed his dominion. Either way, he comes. And when he does, the winds die, the sky bruises purple, and animals refuse to cross into the cemetery bounds. One tale from 1974 tells of a man who tried to spend the night there on Halloween with a tape recorder. All they found the next day was the recorder, still running, filled with static, and whispering a name that had been scratched off every tombstone in the graveyard. The old church that once stood near the graveyard was said to be cursed, its roof long gone, yet rain never fell inside. People swore by it. A structure where no bird dared perch. They say it was built not as a house of God, but as a trap door. A lid to something that should never be opened. In the 1990s, the ruins mysteriously collapsed. Locals say it was demolished, but no records of demolition exist. One theory is that the devil himself destroyed it, covering his tracks after one too many curious teens tried to pry the secret from its cracked stones. Another theory? That the chapel sank, dragged down by what lies beneath. Even stranger are the stories of the so-called noon shadow. If you visit Stull Cemetery at exactly 12 p.m. on either of the devil's days, your shadow will vanish. Not behind you. Not to the side. Simply, gone. Locals take it as a sign that your soul has been marked. Those who've seen it rarely speak of what came next. One woman, now living in Wichita under a false name, claims her husband's shadow disappeared that Halloween. 2 months later, he was found wandering naked in the Flint Hills, speaking a language no one recognized, eyes burned black. Attempts to cordon off the area, to stop the tide of curious visitors, have only added to the mystery. The more they try to bury the legend, the deeper it digs into the Kansas soil. And still, every year, people come. They bring candles, Ouija boards, GoPros, and bravado. Some leave quickly, rattled by strange noises, unnatural silence, or the feeling that something is watching. Others aren't so lucky. So if you ever find yourself in Douglas County, driving along a lonely stretch of highway between Topeka and Lawrence, and you see a crooked sign that reads Stull, do yourself a favor. Keep driving. Because some doors, once opened, never truly close again. And some small towns have secrets best left buried 6 feet deep, or deeper. Thanks for watching, but are you sure you were alone? Subscribe, if you dare, and share with your friends, wherever they may be lurking, in the shadows, or beneath the floorboards.